Good to see everybody turned up this time.
Yes,
apparently
absolutely.
there were 8 people, and they're all in the garages as well. So
Darren Corkett is at the back of the grid.
okay, there we go. Somebody's got to start at the back in this event, it seems. Okay, watch the lights. Is the cry. Well, obviously the critical one is between those first and second on the grid here. These two very much battling for the championship, both relatively local men, easily cleanly away from the grid and into Paddock Hill. There we go. It's going to be Tyler Donovan leading the way, I think, from Darryl Dance.
Yep, Justin Rose tried to look for an outside pass on Darryl Dance, but Darryl just made his presence felt and held on to second position. But as we go through the dip and up towards Druids, then on this opening lap of 9, Tyler Donovan, bike number 19, he leads the way from Darryl Dance. And whoever finishes in front of the other, that will be the championship leader coming away from this race. Jamie Thomas just fires it up the inside of Clinton Wood, and that is for 5th position. And of course, both riders are down there on the Suzukis as well. So Jamie Thomas, a former champion in this class, Keith, 5 years ago. He is the man in 5th position. Connor Swire just falling back behind Chad Hashmi on this opening lap. But look at the gap already between Darryl Dance in 2nd position and Chad Hashmi in 3rd.
I have to say, I like the way you say Big Darryl made his presence felt, i.e. he shoved his way through using his elbows. I think he's probably the more accurate way of saying that. Right, Donovan from Dance and Hashmi from Swire, Thomas, Wood, Rose, Russo, Doolan, Stagg, Wallace, Underhill, Biswell, Abraham, MacArthur, Corkett, Firth, Skinner, Beasley, Grips, Prinos and Brown. There we go. They did make it at the end there. Gave me a little bit of breathing space. So not a lot to choose between the top 2, that's for sure.
Clinton Wood having a look for an outside pass on Connor Swire. That gives him the inside line for Graham Hill Bend, and that is a very clean pass there for the number 85 of Clinton Wood. That puts him up into 5th position as Darryl Dance. Oh, that was close there. I don't think Tyler Donovan knew that Darryl was trying to make his move up the inside into Surtees.
His presence felt
again as Tyler Donovan still leads them. So earlier on, of course, we saw Tyler Donovan at 49.2. was the lap time earlier on, but of course I suspect they may be a little bit slower this time around. But look at this, elbow to elbow between Jamie Thomas and Chad Hashmi as they come across the line. Jamie Thomas has the outside line, he's up to 3rd.
He certainly is. That's a very close battle between those 4, Hashmi, Thomas, Wood, Swire, really going at it, hammer and tongs. Not a lot to choose between those 4, certainly not a lot to choose between the leaders either. There is pretty much nose to tail all the way into Graham Hill here. Again, Dance, slightly better line there. He gets good drive. Surely he's going to have a look down the inside. Here we go. It's going to be Dance looking up the inside at Surtees, is it? Donovan knows he's there, but he still shuts his nose off. No problems whatsoever. Not a lot to choose. It's a Suzuki versus a Yamaha battle here as well. So if you've got a favourite for the manufacturer, then you've got your choice to choose there, that's for sure.
Suzuki and Kawasaki.
Oh, Kawasaki, of course. Sorry, I don't know why I keep thinking Tyler's on the Yamaha. You're right, he's at Kawasaki.
Justin Rose is on the Yamaha, and he's in 7th position at the moment, because coming across the line there goes Jamie Thomas, Chad Hashmi, Clinton Wood and Connor Swire. Justin Rose, who was right up there on the grid, he was 7th on the grid, and he's still 7th in this race.
Top 2 in at 49s this time as well, as you'd expect. A little bit slower than they were earlier by about half a second. I don't think track conditions are quite as good as they are. I think the wind has taken heat out of the track just a little bit, but you wouldn't think that to look at the angles, the dangle. These boys are working very hard indeed. Thomas still in 3rd there from Hashmi. Chad having a great comeback there. In terms of the ultras, we keep forgetting these guys, no disrespect, but it is Tony Russo who leads the way from Ben Doolan this time. Sean Wallace is in 3rd and Darren Corkett is in 4th, so that's all very good news for Tony Russo as he looks to claim his first ever championship. And of course, Tony is one of those guys who's been the bridesmaid so many times over the years. Oh, Darryl Dance around the outside. He's got some speed going. Oh, what a move by Darryl Dance around the outside of Paddock Hill Bend. That took some considerable cojones, as they like to say in Spain, I think. But Tyler holds the inside all the way up, and the brace gets the Kawasaki stopped a little bit better than the Suzuki, but he knows he's got to fight. Oh, charge from Darryl. Surely, oh, he does it. Comes from a long way back. Donovan has got a fight on his hand. He knows this. Oh,
Clinton Wood's just ran on a little bit.
He goes to the inside and unfortunately gets it a little bit wrong there. So that's going to be the end of a challenge from him as the leaders come off of clearways once again. And this time I think now that Darryl's out in front, he seems to have the advantage, doesn't he? Here he is, those elbows are out and he is pushing that bike so hard, so fast. He gets the Suzuki right up to the line, 49.075. We both glance down at our lap records. Thunderbike Ultra
48.4.
Jeez, Kieran Smith is so fast on that old jigsaw before he destroyed the thing anyway. We're going to have back markers coming into play here. A single back marker, I'm afraid, not quite plural. I'm not afraid, I'm actually pleased, because it's always annoying when a back marker ruins a race. Daryl Dance is going to get first on the back marker, and the back marker gets passed very quickly indeed by Daryl, likewise by Tyler Donovan. I have to say, I think Daryl's got the measure in this race, don't you, Bradley?
It seems to at the moment, doesn't it? I mean, when Tyler Donovan was leading the way, you just got the feeling that Daryl just had a little bit more pace but couldn't find a way through. But now that he has found a way through and has had a few clean laps in front, is that, well, the gap was 0.4 and he's gone purple in sector number 1 this time around. So the gap was 0.488. This time around it's by 0.812, and it's another 49.0 for Daryl Dance.
Yeah, absolutely. 8 tenths of a second is his advantage, as you say. And that back marker didn't make any difference at all, of course, because he passed the back marker before he got to the timing beam just before 30s there. So absolutely no problems going purple whatsoever as the leaders come down the hill. Forgetting about that battle for second place, now being led by Connor Swire, who's found his way past Jamie Thomas, Justin Rose. Tony Russo is still there in 6.
Yeah, Jamie Thomas and Connor Swire having a great fight as well for the final podium position in this race. It's Jamie Thomas in 3rd on bike number 78. Had a bit of a difficult Snetterton for more than one reason, but seeing back up there in podium contention for Jamie Thomas and Connor Swire as well. He had one podium finish throughout the course of this season before the weekend got underway, but now he's looking for his 3rd, fighting with Jamie Thomas. Tyler Donovan, in this kind of situation there.
Another purple there, this time for Tyler Donovan actually, 49.2. So a man who's worried he's never done a 49, he's now done 49.2s in each race as well. So he's definitely not giving up on this fight. And where are we in the race? 2 laps left to go. We might have some more back markers then because they're catching a couple there very rapidly.
You know what races are like, don't you? We're going to speak to Tyler Donovan either tonight or tomorrow morning, and he'll be, oh, could have got that 48. But
yeah, you know it. He's certainly close to it. Tell you if he's going to do a 48 now, it'd be a good time to do it. Right, here we go. Does Daryl get held up just a little bit? It could work out slightly for Tyler, but no, I think Daryl's punched his way through quite nicely. Tyler's going to get held up slightly less. The gap over the line last time was 0.607. This time they come across the line. They're both into the 49s. It's 0.493, so he does make up a little bit of time. But it is the last lap flag now. I think it's going to be Daryl Dance who's going to be leading this race with a 5-point advantage.
And this is the kind of race as well. If you can speak to Tyler, we just keep it calm. It's only a 5-point reduction there, isn't it?
Yeah,
whereas,
absolutely.
Well, it's going to be a tough one, isn't it, for him? Because he'd look at him on the brakes as he goes down in towards Graham Hill Bend. He's not going down without a fight. No, absolutely not. No, Tyler Donovan never knows when to give up. Only when the checkered flag goes out.
Yeah, he'll be the first one to congratulate Daryl as well, but he'd love to beat him there. He's trying to force him into mistake. He's pushing on as hard as he dare, but so is Daryl Dance. Be interested to see what the lap times. When we see that magic 48 bracket suddenly come to us, 49.075, so we've been very, very close to it. If anybody's going to do it, I have to say it's going to be one of these two. Over the line we go then. Checker flag goes out. The lap time's 49.2, 49.3 actually, so relatively slowly. Half a second victory to Daryl Dance there. Coming across the line there in 3rd place. That's
Connor Swire, yeah.
Connor Swire indeed, who beats Jamie Thomas on the last lap. Jamie Rose holds on, Justin Rose, sorry. No, Clinton Wood comes past on Rose in the last lap there. Then it's Tony Russo who takes another victory in the extreme. So he is looking very good in that particular championship. He can't quite claim the victory there. So again, that one's going to run down to Donington, I think. But every single race that goes by is looking more and more likely that Tony Russo will finally get rid of that bridesmaid's dress that he's held for so long. All right. So we conclude another fantastic Thunderbike Ultra and Extreme race. And now, Bradley, we're going to move on to the one and only MRO 600.